What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day so far. So one of the questions that I get more than almost anything is players asking me how they should structure their workouts and how their workout schedule should look. If you guys missed my last podcast episode where I talked about why hard work is overrated, my basic premise of the episode is that hard work is very, 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 very important. It's critically important. But if you overlook making sure that your work is valuable, high quality, and overall that you're working smart, then that hard work can oftentimes, first of all, not be worth all the time that you put into it and not get you the results that you actually think you should be having, putting in the amount of hard work you are. In order to truly maximize the results that you get, you have to make sure that you're, of course, working hard, but also that you're putting in high quality work and that overall you're being smart with the way that you approach your work. I think this all starts out with your workouts, with your schedule, with overall your structure of how you do things. And I think that when it comes to creating high quality, consistent results, it's a high quality, consistent schedule. So in this video, I'm going to break down a great workout schedule that'll work for you. And at the end of the day, guys, you have to understand that when it comes to a workout schedule, there's no one size fits all because everybody has different schedules, different obligations, all that sort of stuff. Everyone's at different levels. So I'm going to give you guys kind of a baseline schedule to look at, and then you're going to have to adjust it for what works best for you. I'm also going to take you through how I exactly structure my workout so that if you guys are going to make your own workouts, so you guys saying, hey, I want to work on this skill or this skill, you're going to know how you can take it, put it into a workout, and then build drills around it so that you can actually get the most results when you're working on that skill. This video is going to look a little bit different, but I know it's going to be very, very valuable for you guys, so make sure you guys stick around, check it out through the whole way through. And with all that being said, let's hop into it. All right, guys, so we're going to go through exactly how to structure your workouts and then how to develop a great workout schedule that will work for you. And the biggest key to start off is that you want to focus on 3 to 4 main areas. So these can be more broad, more general, or they be more specific if you want to, but just for a general idea of what you should pick for this, the questions you can ask yourself are, what do you need to be good at, right? So if you're a point guard, what do you need to be good at? Okay, if you play, if you play shooting guard or you just play on the wing, what do you need to be good at? Okay, well, maybe I play on the wing. I need to be able to hit, 3-point shots. I need to be able to attack the basket. I got to be able to handle the ball if necessary, stuff like that. So the next question you can ask is, what do you have that can get you playing time right now? Okay, so maybe you aren't where you want to be yet, but what skills do you have currently that are going to get you on the court? Okay, because we can, you can work as hard as you want to with your weaknesses, but ultimately you probably have a season to get to at some point soon, maybe even while you're watching this. So if that's the case, then you got to make sure that you have skills that will allow you to play right now. Okay, so if you're already a pretty decent ball handler, well, let's make sure that you're really, really good at that so that, your coach can say, hey, this guy can do this. If you're already a really good shooter, well, let's make sure that we're really working on shooting. Okay, because that's going to be the skill that gets you playing time. If you are, a great at driving the basket, well, let's keep on working on that so that, you can make sure that you get playing time for that. And then the third thing you can ask yourself is, what do you want to improve on? So generally, this might be one of these areas, depending on what time of year it is. But do you need to get better as a ball handler, or do you get better as a shooter? If it's one of those two things, really, when it comes to improvements, there's a lot of small things we can improve on. But if you're not a good shooter or a good ball handler or good at finishing, you've got to be working on those things because those are super important. Okay, those 3 areas, like those are have to have areas, right? If you're not great at using ball screens, or you're not great at different stuff like that, that's a little bit more specific, then that's stuff that maybe you focus on in the off season. But no matter what time of year it is, if you're not a great shooter, that's where you got to be at. Okay, because shooting, again, most important skill in basketball, ball handling is right behind it with that, and of course you got to be able to finish as well. So those are some questions to ask yourself when it comes to creating and figuring out what those 3 to 4 areas are. So an example I use right here is, so let's say number 1, I want to work on my perimeter shooting. Number 2, attacking the basket. 3 is ball handling, and 4 is finishing. So that can be a combination of stuff that I'm good at, stuff that I need to be good at, and then maybe my weakness is my ball handling, right? So I need to work on that because I also know that if I'm playing on the wing, maybe I need to be able to handle the ball at times, right? If we're facing pressure, or if I want my coach to just trust me more and let me have more freedom on offense, then I've got to be able to protect the basketball and get where I need to get with it. And so all those are going to be my 4 areas that I focus on for my workouts. Okay, so for you might be the same, might be different, again, you can go more specific with things if you really want to. Typically, if you're a little bit more advanced, then I would say you can go more specific with, I want to work on hitting shots coming off of relocations. I want to hit shots coming off of, and because that can all be included with what we're doing right now. Okay, so That's where I'm going to be building my workouts on. And then at this point, you're going to want to either find or put together at least 3 or 4 workouts that are going to hit these areas. You can put together more, you can put together less, but in general, I would say at least 3 to 4 workouts. So that could be stuff, you might find a workout on my channel that helps you with that. You might find a workout or drills other places that might help you with that, or you might have some stuff from your coaches or whatever that you can put together. But then the question becomes, how can you put workouts together? And this is going to depend a little bit on the level that you're at, because, you know, beginners don't need to be quite as specific or focused on specific areas or smaller details, and workouts can be a little bit more general. But as you get more intermediate, advanced as a player, then you're going to want to have workouts that are more focused on developing 1 or 2 of these skills in more detail. Okay, and we'll talk about that and what that difference looks like. But just a sample. So here's a sample of what I might use for a beginner. Okay, for someone who's newer to basketball, is still trying to develop these general skills. At this point, the workouts are going to be much more broad, because we're just trying to build a baseline of these skills. So we might start off with some form shooting or some sort of shooting warm. We might even add a little bit more shooting to this warm up, but this is just a general idea. Then we'll get into some ball handling. So we might go this wide V dribble series, and then maybe we'll go with some little bit of a freestyle creative ball handling drill, just to get them comfortable moving with the ball, and just really just get them having fun with the basketball in their hands. Then we might move on to the finishing. So I have Micah's right here, XL layups too. Again, just 2 kind of general drills that we can do with that. Then we might go with attacking the basket after that, where now we're working on, self-toss coming off of a drift or a lift on the wing. And then we might go into a jab step and then attack the closeout, and then, attack downhill finish at the rim. So we might do that. Then we might go with a shot fake series. So now we're going to do the same exact thing. So we're going to catch the ball, shot fake, and then attack the basket. Okay, so two general things, 2 major important skills right there, but that's what we're going to be working on there. And then we might end the workout with some perimeter shooting. Maybe we'll do some self-toss shooting. If they have a rebounder, then we might just do spot up shooting around the perimeter, and that's going to be our workout. That's a more general workout. So again, that's typically what I do for more beginner level. But also, like, there'll be times where, if I might be with an advanced player, we might do a little bit more of a general workout. There's nothing wrong with that. But in general, as we move up, we can get a little bit more specific with what we do, so that we can get more targeted work in at that area, especially once we know, okay, this is my bread and butter. Like, I'm a shooter, right? At this point, I'm my later years in high school, getting into the college level, like, what I'm good at is this. And you can obviously add to it, but I'm just saying, like, what's going to get me recruited, what's going to get me playing time, what's going to get me this and that, what's going to help my team win right now is this skill or these couple skills. So we can really target our workouts to hit those skills. So a couple takeaways from this, from the beginner workout, is, of course, you can add more, but this is a general sense of what I might do. Slightly more broad, but I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not going crazy with, 5 or 10 drills per area per workout, right? Because I have 3 or 4 workouts at least that I can spread stuff out to. So I'm making sure that I don't have too many drills in here. I can make sure that I give every drill the highest quality possible. I'm putting, again, we talked about how our input has to be valuable. I'm making sure that every rep that I take in this workout is very, very valuable. Therefore, my results coming back are going to be valuable as well. This workout might take me an hour, and that's going to be a very, very intense, high quality hour. So when games get here and I need to be intense, I need to be at my highest quality, I've already been doing it in my workouts. Okay, so again, you can add a little bit to this. This is just kind of a general thing, but this is overall kind of the structure I would use. And again, like I said before, this is really building a baseline of skills so that eventually we can get to more specific stuff in our training. So number 2, the advanced workout. Here's a little bit of a sample of that. So this will be a little bit different, as you'll see. I might start off with more of a ball handling warm up. So a lot of times I'm working with guys who I know are pretty advanced. Then we might not even do any ball handling. We might just do like a warm up, honestly, for ball handling, just because typically, first of all, guys who are at that level, like if I'm working with a guy who's a really good varsity player or at the college level, like they're putting in work outside of the time that I'm working with them. Okay, so I already know that they're probably working on their ball handling on their own. So that's not something we're gonna spend a ton of time doing. If you're already a really, really great ball handler, then you don't necessarily need to put in, an entire workout just for that, right? You can build a stuff into. So that being said, your warm-up can be longer than this, shorter than this, whatever it's gonna be, but that's a lot of times how I'll start off. And for you got to be able to judge that yourself. If you need to work on your handles, like some players absolutely do, even at those higher levels, then take time and do that. Okay, that's completely fine. This is just, again, a general sense of what I might do. So with that warm, we'll go to the stationary dribble freestyle, again, just to get ourselves moving a little bit, get the blood flowing, get ourselves, warm up that ability to be creative with the ball, and just get comfortable moving with it. And then we might add we might add another creative drill where maybe we're going full court, lane to lane, or we might go around the arc again. It doesn't really matter, but again, just gonna get ourselves going with that. Then we might get into some finishing, so we might go with a 2-foot extension finishing series where maybe we're starting in the paint, going off of a self-toss, and then we might just go up, extend out, finish. Maybe we'll go off of a crossover. Then maybe we build up that to going off of a split catch and attack, because as you see, we're going to get to a split catch soon. And but again, that's just a little bit of finishing right there, so we're getting comfortable around the rim. And that's just one example of a finish you can use. You might want to use a different sort of finish. Maybe you want to work on your Euro or your floaters, whatever it might be. This would be a good time to put in some stuff that's going to be kind of specific to that skill. So then after that, typically is when we're gonna get into the most like the biggest the meat and potatoes basically of the workout. So then we're gonna get into attacking the basket, and typically with this we're gonna single out a specific skill, all right, a specific area that we want to work on. So for example, with this, we're going to start off with a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to go straight working on split catch today. So catching the ball in a split catch position and then attacking the basket or getting into a pull-up off of that. So we're going to start the free throw line, and we're working on split catch, 1 dribble pull-up, split catch probably into a finish, maybe split catch into a 2 dribble pull-up. So just kind of getting ourselves warmed up there. Then we're going to move out to the wing, and we're going to start off a lift. So we're going to start in the corner. We're going to lift up to the wing, catch it, split catch, attack middle. Then we might go 1 dribble pull-up, 2 dribble pull-up. We might go finish at the rim. We might go 2 dribbles into a separation move, and that's going to be kind of our series. So as you see right here, I kind of wrote it out. We're going to go both wings, both directions. So now we've spent probably a good 25-30 minutes just working on that skill. That's really where we're getting at. So the general idea with using the split catch is that we're attacking the closeout. Okay, so this entire workout really is based on us attacking the closeout. We start with a little bit of ball handling, then we get into some finishing, but then what we're really focused on is attacking the closeout with the split catch, getting into different pull-ups off that. As you guys will see, we're actually incorporating different skills into the bulk of the workout. So we're working on pull-ups, we're working on separation, we're working on finishing. Okay, so we can kind of stack skills that way. And then we're gonna get into perimeter shooting. And also notice that with the perimeter shooting, we're gonna start off with 3-pointers off lifts and drifts. So I might start in the corner and I'm gonna toss the ball up to the wing. I'm gonna slide up, catch it, shoot it. Well, that was the same as that motion we were just doing with the split catch. Maybe we beat our defender a couple times with that split catch, and now he plays off us a little bit. So now when we get up to the wing and we catch the ball in the relocation, we shoot it instead because he's giving us space now. So again, we're building off of what we just did. And then maybe we'll end with some catch and shoot game shots where I'm just going around the perimeter, working on all sorts of different types of game shots I might shoot, pin downs, coming off of off-ball screens, coming off of, again, relocations, just normal stationary catch and shoot, whatever it might be. Again, just to kind of have a little fun to end it, be a little creative to end it. And that might be my workout for the day. So I can tell you specifically what the focus of that workout was, and that's where the difference comes in. It's like our workouts are more focused, more detailed, and again, the takeaways, the bulk of this workout was centered on attacking closeouts out of a split catch. That was the goal of this workout. And so we start up with some ball handling as a warm-up, right? And for the reps as well, like those are still valuable reps that we can take. But it kind of doubles as that. So we don't get right into the split catch stuff. We get ourselves going a little bit, get our handles feeling nice, and then we can get into the actual workout, get into a little bit of finishing that we can also use in the split catch series. And then again, the workout's gonna end with some shooting. And like I said, the drifts and lifts are gonna relate directly to the lift series that we just did with the split catch stuff. And those game shots are gonna just be able to get us some more work on our shot and have a little bit of fun at the end right there. So for this format, you guys can literally do this for any skill. You can do this for the jab step. You can do it for like a shimmy, let's say you want to do it for a shimmy, right? You might catch it, go shimmy, 1 dribble pull up, shimmy, 2 dribble pull up. You might go shimmy and then into a jab step and then attack the other direction. You might go shimmy into a jab step into a 3. There's literally unlimited amount of options that you can use right here. And so again, I like to use series for basically all those things. So if I'm working on a jab step or, working on a shot fake and attacking closeouts, or working on ball screens, or working on different separation moves, then I like to use series for all those. And just real quick to give you guys a sense of how I determine like what's going to be involved in the series, like, you know, how do I know like, oh, okay, I'm going to work on a split catch today. What shots do I need to get off the split catch? Well, the biggest thing is that I make sure that I watch I watch a lot of film on that. So for example, for the perimeter score system, this is literally how our workouts are all laid out in the advanced program. It's how it's all laid out. What I'll do is I'll watch a lot of basketball, and you kind of recognize what situations are the most important, especially for guards and wing players who are on the perimeter. So attacking closes is a big one. So for example, if I'm gonna watch a guy, if I want to work on a situation where we're attacking closeouts, the first thing is like, okay, if I'm gonna watch film, typically I can just look it up on YouTube and I can find like attacking closeouts, right? I can find highlights of that, so I can see how guys are doing it. So I can see guys are going out the split catch, people using shot fakes, trigger step, jab step. And I can kind of lay that out and say, okay, so I see these using these skills. So how do they score out of that? So if a guy uses a shot fake to attack the closeout, is he going to a pull up? Well, typically I know he's going to go into a 2-dribble pull up because he's going to use that first move, that first dribble to get a little bit of separation, then one more, and he's going to use that as his pull up. Or he might be able to attack the whole way. So we can build an entire workout where we're going to start out attacking the basket, then we're going to go 2-dribble pull up, then we might go 2-dribble and the help defender steps up, so we got to go into a step back or a bump off, and that's it right there. And then we might be able to go shot fake, the defender flies by, and we can go with a little reset dribble and shoot a 3. So that comes through watching film. So if there's an area that you want to get good at, watch film on it. If you just look it up on YouTube, you'll probably find something that's going to help you with that. Okay, and generally that's going to be the best way for you to be able to figure out, okay, if I want to get better at this skill, I'm going to watch guys who do it at a high level and do it successfully, and then I'm going to find ways to build some of that stuff into my workouts. And that's literally how I do this stuff. Okay, it's very simple once you get the general formula and the general idea of how to do it. So I'll give you guys another example, and then I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and list out your own series. So for example, if I wanted to work on a punch drag, I would probably put it into a series like this. So I might go punch drag into a shot, then I might go punch drag into a 1-dribble separation move, then I might go punch drag into a change of direction, then finish at the rim, and then punch drag into a separation move, or into a change of direction, then into a separation move. Okay, so I go punch drag, between the legs, 1-dribble, step back, and that might be the shot for the series. Okay, so I might go, starting on the wing, I might go both directions. 5 makes each direction, so if we go 5x4, that's 20. By 2 is 40 per wing, 80 total makes. And that's going to be the bulk of my workout right there, because it's going to be high quality reps. It's going to be very high quality reps because I'm working on things that I know translate, I know are important, and ultimately I'm not trying to overdo it and do a crazy amount of reps. I'm making sure that the reps I put in are very, very quality. Okay. This way, if I do it through series like this, I can use that move in a variety of situations, and I have a lot of counters I can use out of that move. I'm not limited to just punch drag shot or punch drag shot or punch drag, hesitation attack. Like, I have other things I can do out of that punch drag. So even though my defender takes away the first option, I have stuff I can do, and I can feel confident knowing that I can't just be eliminated from scoring because my defender takes away one thing. So the most efficient way to master a move or certain situation is by going through series like this, where like, hey, this stuff works, right? If I'm going through, I'm working on attacking closeouts, what are the shots that I might have to take off this? Well, this, and this, I watched it on film. That's the best way to be able to master those things and put them into a series. So, your turn. After I explain this to you guys, you're going to pause the video, and you're going to come up with your own series for a move or a game situation. So a couple ideas for you. You can go with a step back, a behind the back snatch back, or between the legs snatch back. You can go with an off-ball screen, you can go with a dribble handoff, you can go with ball screens, whatever it might be. But I want you guys to pause this video, okay? And I want you guys to think of for yourself just a series that you might be able to use, okay? For any situation that you might want, okay? And I want you guys to go through, try and find at least 3 or 4 options for that series, maybe 5, probably no more than 6. And then once you guys have that, restart the video and we'll keep on going. Okay, so now here is the overall template of how I structure workouts, just so you guys have the formula. Number 1, we're going to hit an isolated skill that also might double as our warm-up. So we start off with that ball handling, right? That's going to be an isolated skill right there, but also going to help us to get warmed up. Number 2, I'm going to hit another isolated skill. So typically that's going to be finishing, could be ball handling, maybe. Depends on what the skills that you're working on is, but in this workout it was finishing, so another isolated skill right there. 3, we're going to get into a series or multiple series that are going to be keyed in on a specific area. So this is the bulk of the workout, the biggest part, the most important part, because this is what the focus is all about. So for this, it was split catch stuff. Okay, a tight and close setup is split catch. And then number 4, typically is going to be some sort of isolated skill again. And for this one, it's usually shooting. Usually I'll have shooting at the end of the workout. Although depending, there may be shooting throughout the entire thing, depending on what the skill is you're working on. Because number 3 could be catch and shoot stuff, right? Or shooting off the catch or shooting off the dribble. So but for this workout, that isolated skill to end, it was going to be shooting again. So there's that. So again, just a nice formula for you to use if you guys are trying to lay out a workout and you need some help. Go back to this formula and think of how you can put different skills, like how you can fill out kind of this format, and then you'll have your workout all laid out for you. So workout schedule is going to vary person to person. Okay, and at the end of the day, guys, I always preach this, but quality over quantity when it comes to this sort of stuff. Okay, quality over quantity. So let's take a look at a sample off-season schedule. Okay, so let's say in the morning you're going to go do your first workout, and maybe that's that split catch workout. That's just an example. You did some sort of workout with that format that we talked about. Then maybe you have your off-core workout, so your strength workout, your athleticism workout, whatever it might be. And then you could have back in the evening, maybe you play some pickup or you play some one-on-one with your teammates, or you just get some extra shots up. Okay, maybe you get another workout in. And then you can kind of repeat that. So let's say you do the same thing on Tuesday. Then maybe Wednesday you don't have your on-core workout or your off-core workout. So maybe you just have 2 that day. Then you say Thursday, Friday is similar. Saturday's the same as Wednesday with only 2. And then Sunday can be off. And for an off day, a lot of you guys will ask me like, Coach, I don't want to take a day off. What you can do is you could theoretically just do some light shooting or ball handling, or you can just take the whole day off. Okay, it's not going to be a big deal if you have 1 day off a week. But that's just, again, kind of a general idea. So let's talk about this a little bit, because some of you guys might be like, okay, that sounds cool. Some of you guys be like, oh, it's not enough. Some of you guys be like, oh, it's way too much. Let's break this down. So every workout needs to be approached with high quality. Okay, nothing on here. There are no 4-hour workouts on here. Okay, now the thing is, if you want to work out multiple times a day, give yourself time to recover. Okay, don't try and do 3 workouts back to back to back. This is not the best way to go about doing things, because again, by the time you get to that end of the second workout, third workout, it's just not going to be high quality, because you're just going to be dead. Okay, you're just going to be dead at that point. So sometimes you can do your off-court strength and athleticism workout directly before or after your on-court session, as long as it's not overly taxing and it's not going to negatively affect that workout. So if the workout that you're doing is so a lot of body weight stuff, and it's not it's not too crazy, like you don't feel too taxed at the end of it, you may be able to do that and then do your on-court stuff, or do your on-court stuff and then do that workout. Especially if that's if you only go to the gym 1 time a day, you may be able to do that. Okay, so keep that in mind. But also, if you're gonna be going crazy in the weight room, that might negatively affect the way you can actually work out on the court. So I would say in general, try and get your on-court stuff done, and then if you have to do something right after, then I would go into your off-court stuff at that point. But again, figure out what works best for you. But that is an option for you as well. So you have to make sure that you listen to your body, right? Some days might have to be lighter than others. Like, for example, what I don't want you guys to do is just go and do this right away. Like, you got to build up to this. So if you guys aren't doing 3 workouts a day already for 6 days, don't try and go do it. If you guys are doing 1 workout a day, and that's what you'll be doing for 5 days a week, don't try and immediately go 3 workouts a day for 6, because that's how you increase your chances of getting hurt. You have some knee pain, all that sort of stuff that comes from just a massive spike in your activity. You want to build up to this, okay? Maybe start off doing 2 workouts a day for 3 days a week, and then build up to 4 days, and then maybe you go to 3, right? So you want to be able to build this sort of thing up, because again, it's all about being smart. We want to put ourselves in the best position to approach every workout with very high quality. Ultimately, that's the most important part. You don't have to work out 3 times a day. You really don't. If all that you do is your on-court session, then as long as you approach that with high quality, that's fine, okay? But again, you should be putting in some sort of work off the court with your strength or your athleticism. If that's what you do, if your schedule is on-court workout, off-court workout, that's my day. Cool. What I would say is that if you're able to get that on-court session in, get your off-court stuff in, but then also try and find a time to play. Okay, even if it's only 3 days a week, like 2 or 3 days a week, that's really like, if that's what you do. So most days it's only 2 sessions, and then 2 or 3 days a week you also go play pickup, or you go call up your friends, play some 2-on-2, or you just get some extra shots up, whatever it might be. That's another great way for you to approach it. So again, this is just as kind of the sample workout. You're gonna have to take it and apply it to your own game. But again, that's kind of what I would look at. So let's look at in season now, because in season will be a little bit different. So let's say you're still able to get that first workout in, and then you have your off court workout. Then at that point, you have your team practice or your game in the evening, right? So you have that sort of stuff that you have to deal with. And you're basically doing that almost every day, right? You might have a day off, you might have 2 days off, depending on what level you play at. But we take Sunday off again. So we're getting in our skill workout every day. Then it becomes finding time to get that off-court workout in as well. So maybe you're able to do that after practice, and maybe you're not, maybe it's not too taxing on you. Maybe you're able to do that after your morning workout, okay? What I would say is that the biggest thing when it comes to this is you want to make adjustments based on your schedule, right? So if you got, the back-to-back games, you might want to take it a little easy if you feel like it's going to be negative for you, right? You want to be able to bring your best to the games what we prepare for. So trying to fit in 2 on-court workouts or an extra workout when you also have a team practice, that's just not a good idea. So in general, you want to stick to not trying to do too much. Best to stick to 2 to 3 activities, and then do those to the best of your ability. So that's kind of my general layout when it comes to structure and workout schedule. Again, hopefully that helps you guys out, and I'm sure again this is going to be something that you're gonna have to play around with and figure out what works best for you. But this is my best recommendation when you're looking at how to structure your workouts, how to structure your actual schedule, because again, it's all about making sure that the work you put in is high quality, and that's how you're gonna get the best results for the hard work you put in. You add the hard work to making sure that you're working smart as well, and that's where you start to see big jumps in what you're trying to get to. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe as well. I want you guys to drop in the comments and let me know what your workout schedule looks like. If you guys have not yet, make sure you click the top link in my description below to get my free Elite Perimeter Score workout, which is going to help you target a lot of skills that will help you become a better perimeter player. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. See you guys soon. Peace.